Hi bot fans, this is John, one of the volunteers that helps run the Northeast Robotics Club events. The video you're about to see is a small companion guide to the videos we just released from our Motorama 2004 Robot Conflict event. Here's some quick facts about the event. With the recent closing of the Robot Club and Grill, we had received one of the largest arenas that was housed there. It was 24 foot by 24 foot. This was our third event with 60-pound lightweights and our second with 120-pound middleweights. One of the biggest comments we'll probably get is, why didn't we stick with a steel floor box or bigger bots going forward? Well, it was a pretty heavy arena, and it was a massive undertaking just to get to Harrisburg. Also to set it up, and to tear it down 2 days later. It was meant to be put up in one location and stay there. Original forum discussions stated that it took the tow tank 2 weeks to get assembled. Finding storage for the arena was also very difficult. We are lucky to have it stored for that year. The videos you'll see were taken directly from the event DVD that was produced by a gracious volunteer for both 2004 and upcoming 2005. Yes, the music is rather cheesy, but it sounds like royalty-free to us. Here's a quick overview of the weight classes for the 2004 event. Ferry weights were about a year into existence at the time, so a lot of blooming designs were going on. In the ant weights, this was probably our last year with the push-out box, if I recall correctly. Up until then, ants were primarily hack servo drives and were on a 4 foot by 4 foot elevated platform with push-outs. This year, the platform was extended to 5 feet by 5 feet and only 2 push-outs. Beetle weights. Bots at this time were starting to go towards brushless for weapons, but there was quite a bit of growing pains still with those robots. Hobby weights. Same as the Beetles in terms of brushless, but less of an adoption rate due to lack of options at the time. Truncation was the bot leading the brushed movement, and Alos was leading the brushless movement. In the featherweights, it was another mix of old versus new. We had a few pneumatic flippers, bushy bots, some budding spinners, and of course, Kilobyte. In the lightweights, it was a lot of pushy bots and Rambite. Middleweights. There was a couple well-known middleweights that had made their appearance at Motorama, and one scary bot from Battlebots champ Paul Ventimiglia. Speaking of Paul, one of the most notorious fights from the event is Paul's robot Greenwave versus Death Drum. Before the match begins, Greenwave's weapon had locked itself on, and instead of waiting for the batteries to drain, Death Drum's driver Wayne did not feel like waiting. Both drivers agreed and had a full-speed weapon collision to start the match. The rest, as you could say, is history. I encourage you to check it out. Another set of videos that I'd like to bring out to your attention is the Dragon Lady demos. Most notoriously, not just the bot, which was a 3-foot saw blade and a Bosch 750 motor powering it, but the fact that it was kicking around a $100 trash can. Yes, that's right. A metal trash can cost us $100 because we didn't know it was actually a state-owned property. Whoops. I mean, hey, it was the best $100 we have ever spent. But do check out those videos. It essentially is a bot that was meant just for destroying things in between fights. And it was 2 fun demos that we all can still laugh about to this day. Some Battlebots alumni at the competition. Our announcer, Bot Gladiator Roy Helen. Also, Jerry Clarkin with Sub-Zero. And his driver at the time, Al Kindle. Of course, as aforementioned, Paul Ventimiglia. We also had Team Waiachi. And we also had the Robotic Death Company, most of you know now from Battlebots with Gigabyte. We hope you enjoyed the video collection that we have on YouTube, and we promise more fights are coming soon from the NERC archives.